little girl had a strange disease. She was born covered in hair, and there is no cure, because of his strange appearance. Locked up by my father for 7 years, this Christmas was Ava's first time out. It was also the first time his neighbors saw him, although these people seem kind on the surface, but in his heart, he was prejudiced. The host even pointed out on the spot, Avor must be wearing a monkey suit. The crowd laughed loudly. Avor felt ridiculed. He hit the host in anger. His father had to take him out early, and to think letting Avor out of the house was a mistake. So Avor was once again under house arrest, playing alone, study alone, day after day. Having been out of touch for so long, Ava's temper is getting worse and worse, and smashed things at random. My father was too lazy to appease, had to put him back in the dark room to reflect. But this time, an amazing thing happened. A series of mathematical formulas floating in the air like a ghost. And a few days later, not only did the station telegraph operator not discriminate against Avor, and gave him a Morse code watch, it didn't take a few days. Ava's got Morse code in her head. Even my father was surprised. But even so, Dad's still running off because of Avor, locked up in the dark room again. And the nurse came out. He thought Avor was a math genius, more exposure to the outside world and knowledge. But my father strongly disagreed, compared to learning, and he didn't want Avor to be bullied. The housekeeper was so angry that she resigned on the spot, but Avor had already developed a deep bond with the nanny. In protest, Avor took out a knife and shaved her hair. When his father found out, he stopped him, because it gets harder and harder the more you shave it. In desperation, had to bring the nanny back, and agreed to let Avor go to school. But the first day of school, Avor was subjected to strange looks from her classmates. After school, they were all over Avor, not just with Avor, or drop his clothes, pull her hair out. As soon as the sad Avor got home, she quickly hid the broken clothes, and told my father, "The students are very friendly. I had a good time." Soon 7 more years passed. Avor has grown into a big girl. One day, my father brought good news. I got an invitation from a dermatology society, said they might be able to cure Avor. But what no one expected was, these dermatologists are hardly human.